We've walked the halls of this school for the past 4 years, the days of baggy pants and doggers. We'd crowd our way through the tunnel and our friends would leave us outside the 200 building. We cheered our basketball team to the state championship, and we were here when the JV football team went undefeated. We survived the death of Princess Di, the effects of El Nino, and the attack of Beanie Babies. We were the last class of the 90s, the age of DVDs, blow-up backpacks, pedal pushers, cargo pants, and good old President Bill. Well, Falcons, this is it. Any statements left to be made, better say them quick. Carl Hayden will soon be left in the dust.
It's not the end of the world.
What if it is?
Not for me. I'm graduating. Duh.
I've got a deal for you. One last look.
Here we are. It's the class of 1999.
Look! 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 Look at that.
If I had to give myself a label, it would probably be jock/nerd, I guess, because I play so many sports and soccer's the favorite. Soccer's my favorite. And or then I would classify myself as a nerd too, because everyone tells me that if you run cross country, track, or do band, you're a nerd.
If I had to label myself, I would kind of label myself as just pretty boy, because, you know, I dress kind of nice and people think I'm rich anyway, so that's what I label myself.
An athlete, a party animal, and a freak all in one.
A hoochie, and proud of it.
How embarrassing.
You think that's embarrassing? Take a look at these.
Well, last year at the beginning of the school year, I guess I was running late for school or something, and I woke up and I was putting my clothes on and I put my shoes on. I came to school all cool and stuff, and then I went to my first shower and I was sitting there just kicking it, and then some girl comes up to me and goes, "Karina, do you have 2 different shoes on?" And I was like, what?
When I got decast in front of a whole bunch of people in front of the auditorium and my butt cheeks were showing, and then it was just embarrassing.
And my most embarrassing moment is when we were coming out of the assembly, and then we were coming down the stairs, and I kind of like tripped and I fell down the stairs, and I was rolling, and I got up like trying to play it off like I meant to do that, but it didn't work. Everybody was laughing at me.
I think most embarrassing thing happened my freshman year. I was playing basketball, and then I was just learning how to dunk. And we was playing like in front of 5,000 people. And I came down on this break and got hung, fell on my head. Everybody was laughing at me.
Most embarrassing moment was when I went to the parking lot and there was no car there.
Well, one thing I learned is at least where to park my car.
The government, how the government works, how the economics works, and free enterprise.
Cómo usar las computadoras y también cómo puede ser mejor en la escuela.
Bumblebee action, playing with the yo-yo. And probably the next one will be becoming a very good hacky sack player. That's about the basic things I learned in college and high school.
Desde que empiezas tu freshman year, tienes que estar yendo a tus clases para graduarte a tiempo.
What I learned in high school was when you eat blue slushies to make your lips blue.
Howdy, partners. The most important thing I learned was to stay in style. Woody is my idol. He influences me every day. I know how to make an impression of him, but it's not that good as him. Look it. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Howdy, howdy. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Double howdy.
You gotta go. Should Miss Smith down at the farm because she was just really cool and supportive.
It's my brother Oscar. He just helped me out through everything I needed, I guess.
His name is Mr. Ramus, and when you don't do nothing, he don't really, how do you say, he don't put up with no crap.
Come to school because she said that it was important to come to school, get an education.
Parents, because they've been with me through all 4 years and everything, and they've helped me out through the rough times.
Maestros, mis padres y parte de algunos de mis amigos.
Remember when we had grass here? My, how times have changed.
Remember when we had a 200 building?
When we had one lunch?
Yo, cuz, remember we had generic IDs, cuz? Rah, 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 rah.
First I remember all these things. We were so pathetic. That's why I'm the successful one.
Stop. Everybody just stop. Wait till I hit the roof. Ow.
Okay.
That's right, that's right.
Yeah.
Something I should have done more in high school. Of it, well, gotten better grades.
The one thing that I always wanted to do is I wanted to organize a group of guys and get together and choreograph a dance to the YMCA and do it right in the middle of a dance. Like homecoming. That would be so cool.
The one thing I always wanted to do, one day I just wanted to go up and just hit Coach Ryan's and run.
My only advice to you is to play sports. To be a baller like me, and that's it. And my advice to other students is that if you want to check out books, to the library is to always have your ID or something that might have a picture ID on it or other information like the ID number or your name.
And my advice to underclassmen is keep tying your shoes. And every time you come out the restroom, keep looking behind you because you might have some toilet paper on you. All right?
You want? There you go.
I come all the way from Africa. I came to this certain life.
Hey kids, there's nothing worse than not having your ID.
That's good advice, Mr. Franklin.
Fellas, don't be afraid to try new things when you leave the loving arms of the Carl Hayden faculty.
Hate to see you go, but after 4 years, 5, 6, it's time for you to go on to the, where do they go on to?
The big job in the sky.
Big job in the sky.
The best of luck, and make sure you go on and get your education and go through college or find a job.
But try it. If it doesn't work, try something else.
Date as many people as you can. That's not saying have sex. I'm just saying date and meet as many people as you can. Travel as much as you can. And do what you want and not what other people want you to do until you're ready to make that commitment. And have a great time and best of luck. I'll miss you guys. Bye.
You can never stop learning. I hope you graduating seniors never stop learning because that's what life is all about. If you stop learning, you're brain dead.
Is your future, and even if that means just taking one class a semester until you complete your college education, do that.
Patient, persistent, and don't ever give up.
Get rich. Period.
If you want to be happy for the rest of your life, never make a pretty woman your wife. So from my personal point of view, get an ugly girl to marry you.
The end.
The beginning.
Memories. Friendship. Closing time.
The class of 1999. The class of 1999.
What doing when the fat boys